Hi, this is Martin from Arcanum Vita. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a good week. Yeah, we're in the lead up now to the new moon in Virgo on the 17th. It's a wonderful new moon. I feel overall this new moon's an opportunity to basically go within and self-empower, and I guess discover a new sense of stability, and realize actually realize a higher ideal, and then be asked to sort of put that into practice overall. Like the whole energy around that sort of internal stability and being able to bring this new sense of awareness and new ideal into action. Ironically, it's probably going to be a bit of a shake-up on a collective level. Like the new moon has this difficult aspect to its own node. So like in a way there's this tension being generated between how we feel and how we feel as we fit into the collective itself. So it's quite possibly going to generate a bit of a broad collective sort of insecurity or instability and that type of thing, and with that sort of collective shake up or wobbling through the collective, and the other energies that are around it could feel a little bit sort of challenging, I guess. Like if people start projecting their insecurity out onto you or out onto the world around them, it sets up potential hostilities or frustrations or even arrogance, or general levels of tension, dogmatic beliefs or fixed opinions and that type of thing, as people sort of scramble to find inner stability. But that is the key. It's there to ultimately, I guess, create a position where if we use the energy to go within and release attachments to old things that don't serve us anymore, or sort of try and not project too much of our own internal capacity onto those around us, and have that sort of used against us and that type of thing, we're really being led to go within and find a new position of inner strength, and actually look a little bit deeper now, because the new moon, the sun's actually in really positive aspect to Saturn and Pluto, which brings us deeper, helps us to realize a place of earth or firmness or stability, and in doing so brings up certain things or brings things to light which may have been previously unaware to us, and in doing so that can bring us a greater sense of clarity and a greater sense of awareness of who we are and how we fit in it all. So, and in doing so, that can give us the opportunity to feel a little bit more empowered. The lead up to it, I guess, is sort of symbolic of that, where today and over the few days to come, we've got this sort of dissolving energy and a bit of a sort of a carving out energy taking place. Like today, the sun, over the last few days even, you would have felt that the sun opposing Neptune, which can really drain us and make us a little bit more fatigued and, basically oversensitive and reduce our defenses somewhat. And, combined with the recent Mars retrograde, we're probably going to be feeling a little bit more vulnerable and exposed at the moment. And that's probably going to make us, quite sensitive and lethargic and drained and a little bit confused and lost in it all. And that's quite okay, because when you think of that, if you don't try and sort of push too hard out against it and just go with that and get a little bit balsamic towards the end of this Leo cycle, and use it to reflect within, and it'll lead us to discover that there is actually a greater sense of stability if we just allow ourselves to find it. And in that way it is kind of dissolving us. We're dissolving this old form, and in that dissolution process, finding what emerges is the new structure around things and a new sensibility of things. So that's very positive if we don't sort of try and defend ourselves from the outside world too much, because at the moment it's really just asking us to feel and go within. There's Venus is in hard aspect with Uranus, so in one way it's just asking us to, it's kind of giving us the opportunity to make new connections that better reflect our values and who we are and a higher sense of awareness and self. So there could be a little bit of tension in our interrelationships or interpersonal relationships, but at the same time, rather than overreacting and that type of thing, just look at, well, what is this asking me about, recognizing what I value the most, or recognizing in me, what I stand for or what I like and that type of thing, and just being a little bit clearer around that. And it could open up some new opportunities to make new connections and that type of thing, but freshen up existing relationships by raising certain questions around, a new level of expression and a new recognition of self. And at the same time, Jupiter is also in hard aspect to Mercury, so on one hand we're going to get this expanded outlook of seeing things and way of seeing things, but at the same time just got to watch that we don't go too far with that and become a little bit sort of overblown, or run into too much opposition, or clashes with other people's beliefs or things like that. It's really just giving us a broader perspective and asking us to be a little bit more practical in that, and sort of take more practical steps to bring that into fruition. So it could, in doing that though, affect our concentration and judgment a little bit, and we might find ourselves a little bit lost for direction. But at the same time, just make sure that you take this new awareness and new outlook and look at it tangibly and practically. But overall, it's really, it's about going within a little bit and making space and getting a little bit more clarity about who you are and what you're doing, and releasing any attachment to things that might dampen that or hold that up, and just take a little bit of the power in your life back unto you. So there will be this external tension or external sort of drive at us, but we just have to realize that we're just as empowered as an external factor, and we are ultimately the ones that have the say and the creative say in our life and what we're doing and who we are and what we're participating in. So that is the overall plan. It's taking a higher ideal and asking us to actually participate in a new evolutionary process and participate in it from our particular perspective. So I hope that makes sense. But just trust that it is a strong internal energy within there. Don't get too caught up in the external chaos and insecurity, and just know and trust that within there is this strength and a stable, long-term, enduring energy that's available for us that is empowering. But I hope you have a great week and enjoy the new moon and set some wonderful new intentions for yourself for the month ahead. And I thank you for watching and hope you have a great week and all the best. Thank you. Bye.